Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whichever one may apply to you. I hope it is going well. Now, I know it's been a little bit of a while. I apologize, but I saw Sleep Token release a new song, and hey, what better way to get back on the horse than with Sleep Token? So today we're going to look at Emergence. I'm not going to delay, we're just going to jump right into it.
Well, you were late in verse, living on a promised word. Well, I am the rose you relinquished again.
Can we just talk about Vessel? I mean, he has such a warm tone to him, right? Like, his tone is so warm. It's like, it invites you in, right? It feels comfortable. And then the track is a sort of simplistic chord progression, which builds this like euphoric atmosphere, if you want to call it that. And his vibrato, I mean, I've said it before, Vessel is an amazing vocalist. And for now, they're keeping it simple. We all know that that's going to change, right? So let's just carry on.
And I are down head first in another world. I have a feeling we're close to the end. So
that chord, when he was saying end, that is what I touch on so often. Tension. Listen to it again, right? And your mind has a place where you think it's going to go, right? Keeping that in mind, listen to the chord chosen here.
Close to the end. So come on, out from underneath who you were. Come on now.
Okay, so we have the switch up, which we saw coming. If I had to place my bets, I feel like it's going to get heavier at some point, but that switch is just a nice little thing to say, listen, here's something we can do, right? Here's how we can change it. I feel like it shows the diversity, it shows the musicality, and then Vessel, as always, the vocal stacking is so beautiful. And people always say, yo, but he's using so much autotune and he's got all these effects. Is it not music? Does it not sound pleasing? How the artist gets there is not important. If you can hear that and you can be like, wow, that's beautiful, right? If it invokes something within you, let it be. Let it be. And that change was subtle and it was smooth.
Come on now. You know that it's time to Arms around me. Go ahead and wrap your arms around me. Arms around me. Go ahead and wrap your arms around me. Arms around me.
I was not expecting that. The original "Go ahead, wrap your arms around me," that came as a surprise enough. But then this Van Halen-esque sort of scale running I was not expecting that. That caught me a bit off guard. I'm not complaining about it, but I just was not expecting that.
Are you caught by my nano red glass on my light bulb dark?
Whoa. Hold on. did you hear just before I paused it? There were off-time beats happening. And again, I always speak about tension, and I feel like Sleep Token has mastered that. Like, that offbeat, you know it's not meant to be there, right? It doesn't feel right. It's like it's in 4/4 time. Why is he playing in 6/8? You know, not saying that's what they're doing, but it's an example. Your mind, subconsciously, even if you haven't studied music, even if you're not a muser yourself, right? Your mind knows, hold on, that doesn't fit there. And it's that tension and that build up. There was this like droning pattern, like pushed way back. Listen for it again. See if you can hear it. But there's a droning pattern, and it cuts out just before the genre switch.
Are you caught out of my nano, red glass on my light bulb, dark light on my culture, sapphire on my white gold, burst out of my chest and hide out in the vents. My blood beats so alive, my bite right through your lenses. Midnight in my mind's eye, drowning out the daylight. Godspeed to my enemies, I'll be asking for that call sign. You know the behavior, canines of the savior. Glory to the legion, trauma for the neighbors.
Okay, now they're building it up again with the voking stack, right? Stacking vocals, sorry. As you can hear, it comes in on the right side, and the left side, well, there's a mono straight down the center, right? That's not what I want to touch on. That offbeat, it went throughout the verse, which a lot of people hear and be like, oh, they did that by accident. They intentionally did it because it was throughout the entirety of the verse, right? And it's something so simple keeps you as a listener engaged, because now you want to hear, will they do it again? Will they do it again? It's so simple, and you don't even realize that that's what they're doing to you. But it feels like they're not playing in the same time signatures. It's like very indicative of jazz, right? You know, jazz, on drums he'll do 6/8, guitar he's in 4/4, you know, and then on the bass they'll be doing a 3/4 while the sax is doing his own little run going on, right? It's something that you find in that genre, not really outside of jazz, and it's cool that they did it here. And again, I know I'm pausing it a lot, but there's so many things that I want to touch on. So many little techniques that they use that is so, it's mind-blowing because you don't see it now. You really don't.
I've got solar blessed for your dead god, space dust for your few rods, dark days for your solstice, dancing through the depths of hellfire on the winds that started from within. My blood beats so alive, my tear right through my skin. So tell me what you meant by living past your half-life, and lockstep with the universe and your well-versed in the afterlife. You know that I'm saying.
Okay, a lot of people will not consider what I'm about to say a riff, or well, accurate, but the riff that the guitarist is doing it's so cool. It's like it's got this meat behind it, right? It's not empty. A lot of times when bands try to go heavy, it falls flat, right? It's just common nature. But the way that the riff is designed, the way it's written, is it's so full already. I don't think it's possible for that entire piece to feel empty, because you've got the drummer just absolutely amazing. The guitarist is playing this meaty riff. Vessel is doing what Vessel does best, really. And again, that off time playing, you know, people, it's a polyrhythm, sure, go ahead. But that playing, it continues throughout. So it's something that they really gave thought to. You know, they really thought about it and like, we're doing this. I love it. And that switch, we all saw it coming, and I'm so glad it did. They can go one of two ways here. They can either get heavier and have a breakdown, which I wouldn't be shocked if they do, or they can bring it right back down and end it on a softer note. I don't know. Let's see.
Justified by what's below, no matter what you do, no matter where you go. You might be the one to take away the pain and let my mind go quiet. And nothing else is quite the same as how I feel when I'm
before it happens, that genuinely made me so happy. I can't explain to you, but it did. And you know what? I'm glad it did. That is the whole purpose of music. Not necessarily happiness, but to invoke an emotion that's uncontrollable, right? A lot of people, when they hear something they love, they get goosebumps. Some can't stop smiling. Some immediately feel sad. It's that feeling that you physically don't have control of. That is the goal of music. And they accomplish that so well. And I feel like I haven't even touched on the lyricism yet. As per usual, the lyrics are just, they're so thought-invoking, right? Like, it makes you think. It's a big step away from what modern time music is. Nowadays it's very predictable, it's progressive, you know where the artist is going. Sleep Token is, I'm going to take that coin and I'm going to flip it, right? I'm going to show you the other side, and it is beautiful, really. Two things, right? I don't know how many of you picked up on the fact that that offbeat has now fallen out, which I think it's so cool to me. But what I really want to touch on is I love it when the soundtrack is heavy. You have this heavy backing track, you know, and then completely juxtaposing that is this clean vocals, you know, this clean warm tone versus a distorted out guitar, the drummer going absolutely ballistic on the cymbals and the toms. It's cool to me how you've got warmth against heavy, you know. It's such a cool we're running out of words here. Yeah. I now understand the odd time signatures. I get it now. This is why they did it. It's so that they could make the transition into a jazzier playing style. Honestly, well played, mate. Well played. Can anyone explain that one to me? That's, in my honest opinion, Sleep Token are honestly in a league of their own right now. I don't think there's anybody that's doing what they're doing. It's wonderful to see. It's like it's bringing a revival to genres that don't really have the traction that they once did. And to be able to mesh them the way that they do, I think is so cool. And yeah, I'm gonna have a deeper dive into more of their music. I haven't heard all of them, so I'm definitely gonna do that. But if there's anything you guys would like me to have a look at, to react to, break down, please let me know. Yeah, thank you for watching in the first place, and I hope you have an amazing day. And don't forget, being kind is free. So go be kind to somebody today. Thank you.